Okay, here's my swing set as it stands. I constructed the left side and the right side, and that's of the fort. I positioned the swing where it goes, the slide where it goes, and in the back there is where the tire goes. I made sure that ideal area for enough swinging so that there's nothing in the way. This is a tree trunk we're going to get rid of shortly, so that shouldn't be an issue. One thing that I did see was that one of these posts were too short, that I couldn't put one of those pieces of metal in there. I figured out that it is the roof. It is the roof that's connecting to, so that doesn't need to have a lot of support for things standing on it. So I'm going to forego the replacement of the part. It got very dark very quickly, and it was just drizzling more than this. It's raining right now, but it was worse last night, so I don't want to ruin my camera. So what I did last night, I dug a trench here, as you can see. Okay. And that made it sure that it was level. I also lifted up a couple of posts over here using some hard dirt. I'll fill it in after. So that's nice and level now. Squared it off, put in the extra, extra bolts in there to make it nice and strong. Okay, I constructed this ramp. Okay, last night was a pretty productive night. I put up these slats over here. I think I showed those off already. And pretty much just 27 of these boards. They'll go like this or something like that. Okay, so I don't know if this is the proper way or whatever. I don't have real good tools or anything here. I got my drill. And what I did is it recommends drilling in the middle, the center 1-inch holes onto each one of these boards in 2 places on the top and the bottom. So what I did is took some old paper that I found lying around, did the measurements using my tape measure on this piece of paper, and drew a line up, a line sideways, and that's where I drill. And I keep on using this as my template. It's a cheap template, and it does the job. I could just pop out tons of these boards in no time. So now, after doing these without making a drawing diagram, you can see why I decided to use a template to drill holes. It makes it nice and uniform. This one is clearly not uniform. This is eyeballed. So you have these holes, and they're not as nice as they could be. So definitely making some sort of template and just drilling right into that template would be ideal for this kind of situation. Now let's take a look at how much nicer and more uniform they are, when they're all pre-drilled to the same height. I got this brace on for the swing. Connects to the deck over here. And I had this little wrench that fit perfectly under here until it was too tight to move, and I used the wrench on the bottom. Okay, it's getting a little dark here, but what I did is to get these swing attachments onto the swing bar, I leaned it against the playset and on the floor, and then I'm attaching all the hardware this way and drilling it, and then it looks like we're gonna hook it up to the top. Okay, so I got stopped by the rain again, but before that happened, I was able to get support, to move this piece back over. Put the final brace on there, level it all off and everything, Yeah, I connected all the dots. Connected some hardware to show you the swings actually do work now. I was doing the tire swing assembly. It's all ready to move and get drilled into place. The only problem was that it started really raining and I didn't want to mess anything up. Last night, before the rain came out, I was able to get the tire swing mounted. I got this in. You had to drill some pilot holes and then put it and twist these hooks in there, and then you hook up this and put it through the bottom and tie it. I got the rope ladder working. I put on my child swing. I already had that. And I put on the tire swing over there. Then it started pouring. So what I did was build things that I could build under this awning here. I built the roof trusses and the tic-tac-toe tip and the chimney. Okay. Then I built the rock wall because I was saving that. It's still raining outside, but it's not so bad. It's more of a drizzle. So I'm going to actually connect the rock wall over there, drill that hole for the roof, which I didn't do because I didn't have a bit, but now I have the bit. My wife got it yesterday. And then hopefully try to start building the roof. Well, before that, I'm going to put the tic-tac-toe thing on.
It's going. Look how high she was going, Mommy. Mommy, look how high she was going.
I see.
Give me the video camera. Okay, now we got a good view of the top. This was the imperfection. You could tell that the wood was a little too short because they actually drilled on the right mark. They drilled on the right mark and everything, but there was no wood there, so it was just close enough to get this one of these prongs over here, the bottom prong, to get in there, and enough to hold this in place very tightly. Luckily no one's standing on the roof, so that's not a security issue. My only concern is that it would rust earlier because it's not covered. Hopefully it won't, because it's under the roof, but we'll see what happens. Want to say hi, Bailey?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's the tire swing.
Okay, you want to go on it?
Yeah, but I want to see that.
She doesn't like this. Shannon, you want to do a tire swing?
Tic-tac-toe.
She doesn't like tire swing.
I like going to swing. She wants to go and swing too? Yes.
Did I ever show you how you could go on your tummy? Go on your tummy. Okay.
Got the picnic table hooked up. Okay. Got the handles put on. Got the roof trusses up. I put the chimney on the other side. Looks a little better from the other side. Put up the starbursts and stuff. And there's another view of the picnic table from this area.